Guys, I won't even lie to y'all. This is one of the best nights of my life. Just having my close friends here means a lot. And party's still going on. I gotta What's going on, guys? Yo, it has been a minute, right? I know it's been a while since I posted anything on YouTube, even thought about picking up the camera or anything like that, man. I've just been living life, you know? I've really been enjoying myself, and I'm really excited going into 2025, like getting back into it. I gotta tell you guys how I got here first, right? And then I'll go into the pros and the cons. And I'm also gonna be vlogging today, so I'll take you guys along with me. I'm really excited because I'm actually starting a meetup group here in Dallas. So this is gonna be very similar to when I started in Philadelphia. I don't know how that's gonna go. Right now, we only have a few people showing up. It's the first meetup. So how did I get here? All right, so I started off the year making less than 100K and, you know, living in Philly. And I didn't know what direction I was gonna go in, you know, but I knew that I wanted a new job. So I was applying aggressively for new jobs and, you know, going hard on LinkedIn, you know, trying to strategize and whatnot. And funny enough, a recruiter actually ended up hitting me up. So the recruiter DM'd me and it was for a contract role. And I've done these in the past where, you know, I don't really trust the recruiters because they underpay you. You end up not getting a full-time assignment. I just didn't trust it at first, but the price was just, man, the price was right. It was double my salary. Who's gonna pass up on that? Like, nobody. especially me being a 28-year-old man. Like, I'm not passing up on that. And the thing is, one of my biggest goals for this year when I first started was to finally move out of my hometown, you know, New Jersey, any part of New Jersey, North Jersey, South Jersey. I just felt like I needed to go. And moving to like Delaware or Virginia or something would have been okay probably, but I needed to go far. Like, I wanted to go to the South. I thought about Atlanta. I thought about Charlotte. I used to want to live in DC, but that kind of changed over the years. And, you know, it's just when you live somewhere for so long and you want change, you know, you start changing as a person. You want your environment to be different. You want the kind of people you're around to be different. You just, you know, you go to the extreme. You're like, hey, where can I go? You start thinking, you start being creative. You start just imagining yourself in different places and you start doing research. And Dallas was just one of the places on my list. It felt like the safest landing spot. I got the new job in February, right? As soon as I got the new job, I started traveling. You know, I started going to, and I was saving money, but I started traveling to Dallas. So we went there and we started checking out apartments. If you guys didn't see that video, actually I dropped a video on all the places I traveled to this year. So I did an apartment video in Dallas. Then I went to LA for my sister's graduation. LA was cool. And then I ended up going to Miami with my friend, one of my best friends. So this year has been great. And then, yeah, I moved here. I moved here in August. It was a little tricky. It felt like, you know, it was hard because we had to leave in the middle of the night. And, you know, we didn't want to stay at our parents' house or, you know, wait it out. Like, both our leases just happened to be ending at the same time. And I had my new job. My girlfriend also got a new job. So we were like, fuck it, let's go. And a lot of people don't understand this, but when you're a remote worker, it's like in a way I'm practicing nomadism, okay? Digital nomadism, because yeah, I'm not going to another country, but I'm inserting myself into another place, a completely different place like Dallas. Like, I'm so far away from home. I don't know anyone. This, like, it's surreal. Every time I wake up every single day and I'm going to the coffee shop in my car, my new car, I'm just like, yo, like, I'm literally living a complete different lifestyle, like a completely different lifestyle. I have mixed feelings. About it. For the most part, I'm just really happy. And when people ask me all the time, did you come here for work? And actually, I liked what this recent guy said that I met at the gym, because everyone reacts pretty much the same when I tell them, like, no, I just moved here because I wanted to move here, you know, and I work from home, so I had the power to just choose where I wanted to move. But the last guy I spoke to, he said, oh, you have freedom. And that's what it's all about. You don't want to break any laws, right? But you could break the rules. And when you break the rules and you kind of do your own thing, it really benefits you. Miss my friends and family, I really do. But at the same time, man, like, you got to live your own life. You got to follow your dreams. And I mean, look, I've never had a Christmas tree. Look how big this is, like 9 feet, you know, like, we have a huge apartment. It's crazy. But let me get going, guys, because yeah, I am running really late. My meetup is at 2:30 and right now it's 12:30 and I got to run some errands. So let's get going. All right, guys, so right now I'm at Target, totally unrelated to the video, but I kind of want to buy a podcast mic, you know what I'm saying, for my home setup. I'm going to do a separate video on that. I really did make my bedroom like into a fucking office. Like, I'm so excited about that, and I made it like a rustic look, so I can't wait to get into that. But, you know, Philly, let me just get into it. Philly was just like, it had a lot of potential, you know what I'm saying? But people were very rude. Things were closing down, like a lot of stores, businesses. So much crime was rampant and normalized. And here in Dallas, man, I'm going to get into the pros. I'm going to start with the pros. But it's just so different. Like, people are so much nicer. The culture is better. And what I mean by that, too, is like, you see people out here, you know, in relationships with families. And it's not to say like you necessarily have to be in one. It's not that pressure to be in one, but it's like you just see, like, I don't know, what I would consider normal here. And I guess it's like in the Northeast, things move really fast and then the rest of the country follows. But I feel like here, life's a little bit slower. You know, it's a little bit more normal where we're just I don't know, man. I don't want to get too deep into it because we all have our own beliefs. But my normal is just seeing people in relationships, seeing people build families and whatnot, and not promoting toxic things that divide us, you know. But yeah, like that's one of the things I really do like about being here. It's also, it comes with its cons too, and I'm gonna go more into it. It's hard to read people out here too. Some people are nice, but that's just on the surface. You don't know what they're going through, what their true intents are. And I won't lie, some people that are local here aren't very fond of the people that move here. And I'm gonna get more into that because I have my own thoughts on that. I do understand where they're coming from though. I really do, because I can kind of see it from both sides. But let me get going, guys. All right, let me show you guys what I got. Sorry, I hate recording at Targets and big stores like that. We got the pod mic, and I didn't buy the arm for it because it was another $100. And the reason why is not only to save money, but also because I want to buy a stand that I can like bring with me anywhere. So if I'm at a hotel or if I want to shoot a video in my living room, you know, I have more versatility, you know what I'm saying? But let me get going, guys. We're going to the coffee shop. So the coffee shop that we're going to is called Local Good, and it's a unique coffee shop. It's out in Plano, which about 40-minute drive, but that's the con about living here. You got to drive everywhere. So this place is unique because it has pickleball courts, basketball courts, and volleyball courts. So I brought my basketball, but I have no intentions of playing right now. I'll probably go to LA Fitness later. Gonna try to grab a quick bite and then meet up with my meetup people, and we'll see how it goes. So one thing I will say is the cost of living, you know, really great. That's one of the main pros living here. You're gonna get more bang for your buck. Literally, I'm in a 2-bed, and splitting it with my girlfriend, it's cheaper than what I was paying for my studio apartment in Philly. Oh, as you guys can see too, I'm here at the Local Good coffee shop. Let me show you. Yeah, you're gonna get, your money's gonna stretch a lot more. And obviously the weather is a factor too. Even though right now it is cold as hell, but it's not as cold as back home where my mom's at. You know, they're in the 30s, and it doesn't really get colder than like 45, 50, which is really awesome. So that's another pro. Let me go up in here real quick. All right, guys, so I just got here. Got my coffee, waiting for the meetup group to come. Finishing off on some of my points. You know, another thing too is gonna be the mindset living here. I feel like it's a lot more peaceful here. You have to be able to adapt. You have to be able to be open-minded to new cultures and whatnot. So that's something that you have to, oh, I'm playing with this. That's something you have to consider when you're traveling, especially when you move, because you're gonna be living here for a long period of time, you know. Yo, what's going on, guys? My bad, I got caught up the other day. The meetup was really, really good, honestly. Only a couple people showed up, but that was one of the best meetups I've ever did, just connecting with people. There was 2 older women that were at the meetup. Yeah, we just like connected on a deep level. I felt like, you know, one of them was from Dallas. The other one just moved here 5 years ago, and they were just giving me so much advice. We were kind of just talking about our perspectives on how things have changed here and how we're, you know, adapting to it, because a lot of people are moving here. It's not necessarily just the city, because this is a giant metroplex. It's like everywhere, you know. It's in different counties and towns surrounding the city of Dallas. It's a lot, man. It's a lot to deal with. I'm gonna get more into it in this video. Right now I'm about to go run some errands. I just finished work. So yeah, let's get right into it, guys. So I'm over here in Turtle Creek, one of my favorite parks. Funny enough, this connects to the Katy Trail, which you guys seen earlier in this video. That's where I was at. One con is the traffic. So many people have migrated here to Dallas, and the traffic has just gotten, apparently to the locals, worse and worse and worse over the years, especially after the pandemic. I would say it's just hard to read people out here, especially like the locals. They don't seem very fond of people like newcomers, you know, and that's rightfully so. I'm trying to understand them more, but I guess they're really upset that a lot of people moved here. And the thing is too, there's so many transplants. So like when you get in an Uber and you're talking to the Uber driver, you know, one time I did, and he revealed to me, like, you know, 5 minutes into the convo, it's like, you know, damn, he's from Boston. Oh, damn, he's from Chicago. So you don't even know who's who out here. So that's another thing. Oh, one last thing, going into the infrastructure, the internet and the power always goes out. And I always have to end up fixing it in my apartment, which is crazy. You know, I try to get them to fix that situation and look at the wiring, and they're just like, hey, that's just Texas. So that's another big deal when it comes to remote work. Don't live somewhere where the power's gonna go out, you know? I get it. If somebody comes to my hometown, they try to act like they know it all or whatever. For me personally, I'm not doing that. I'm trying to just integrate with the culture to change my lifestyle. I think the food here is really fresh. I think people are really nice, but I want to get to know people on a deeper level, and it seems hard to do that out here. When I was going to a neighborhood, it was Knox Henderson. I was going to one of these bars out here. Somebody was yelling, "Go back to California." You know, even at my meetup, one of the meetup people, they're locals, and when I was telling them about some of these situations, they were kind of laughing, and I was laughing too. It was a lighthearted convo, but they understood the hostility, you know, and where some of the local Texans were coming from. Play my cards right a little bit, just be respectful and try to integrate myself. But I just think it's going to take time. Someone that just got here 4 months ago, it's just gonna take time. My last point that I don't like about Dallas, just this area in general, is the infrastructure. As you can see, you just saw me walk across a bridge with no rail. Like, that kind of stuff is normal out here. And I mean, it doesn't bother me that much, but there's been a couple bridges I walked on where I'm like, yo, anybody can fall off this. So yeah, I'm just saying, like, you gotta be careful with the infrastructure. It's not that it's not safe in terms of crime, it's not safe because you can fall off some shit. So I think as a remote worker, you guys just need to really do the research. You know, I did a 4-day trip here in April. If you guys didn't see that video, go check it out earlier this year. So I was able to, you know, really see the areas that I liked, but then I could have checked out more areas. I could have found, you know, I didn't even know about the Katy Trail. I didn't know that these problems that I'm talking about now were going to be a problem. So do a week trip if you can. Take your time. Stay with your family, you know? And if your lease is ending, because my lease was ending, stay with your family and take your time, because, like, you don't want to rush that process of relocating to a whole nother state, a whole nother country, and, you know, you don't even know what problems you're gonna have to face when you get there. And, you know, like everything, it's not gonna be perfect. Just wanted to show you guys real quick what came in the package room. We got the Wave XLR interface because I accidentally bought the XLR version of this microphone, and we got a stand for it. I just wanted this specific one because I want to travel with this microphone specifically. In the future, I plan on getting like a Shure microphone or something like that. Still the same family, like a dynamic microphone. But yeah, guys, so I hope you guys enjoyed this vlog. I want to provide, you know, more statistics and more data on remote work, and especially, you know, living here in Dallas. So I will provide more content. Thank you guys for checking in. I really appreciate it. Make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see y'all later.